Hello everyone, Mikey their Panzernator here. World of Warships replay. I'm in an Enterprise. Yoda's in Seattle. Yes, that is a derp division. But carriers in derp divisions aren't really the same. Here's why. Because of matchmaking, first of all, carriers are only even tiers, so it sometimes has to happen. But because of the way matchmaking goes, you're always matched as a carrier against a carrier of the same tier. So you'll never be like the only ship of that tier in the entire game being, up tiered. So, not bad. Also, 899. Fun stuff. If you watch our streams, you know what we're talking about. Yoda, Victim, and I. We're working on it. We're getting better at it. But that's not why we're doing this game. As you can see, there's only two of us, and Yoda's in a Seattle, not a Musashi. The purpose of this not same tier division is Yoda is currently going for a mission that requires him to shoot down, I think it's 25 airplanes in a single battle. So here we go. Now, unfortunately, last time I tried to do a carrier game in a replay, it doesn't show the aiming reticle, which is very strange and annoying. I really wish Wargaming would fix that, but anyway, that's the way it is. I'm flying around trying to spot everyone, and singing Top Gun songs in my head, just thinking, gotta love it. Gotta love these Hellcats too. I mean, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, look at this. It doesn't show you where we're aiming, but anyhow, you get the idea. Got a pretty good stuff there, and my planes were getting beat up, so I recalled them. Now, the Enterprise is a very, very special ship. Not only is it the most decorated ship in the American Naval War, maybe in all of American history, I don't know about that for sure, but it got the most decorated ship in World War II. The Enterprise shares a special place in my heart because it is the ship where my grandfather, Louis Michaud Jr., he was a Marine anti-aircraft gunner on the Enterprise. So a very special place in my heart. Part of why I love World War II and history and World of Warships as a result and all of that. And so yeah, you have the Enterprise and Papa Lou, we called him, Papa Louis. Papa Lou, a lot to thank him for why you're watching this video. And I'm gonna move on before I get too emotional for missing my grandpa and all of that. But there's a Baltimore on the other side of this island. We're gonna pull a sneaky on him, and well, we kind of misjudged where he was, but we adjusted and dropped our bombs. We got a penetrating hit, which is pretty good. Again, planes getting shot out the sky. Recall what we have. So, not bad, not great. I'm not a good carrier player. If you go on World of Warships numbers, or is that the name of the site? If you just Google World of Warships player stats, and on the North America server, you look up Panzernator, I'm pretty good in the other three classes, like above average, great, good, I don't know, something like that. Aircraft carriers, I'm garbage. I'm a potato. But this every now and then, blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. The clock at CNN is, in fact, an accurate reporter. The broken clock at CNN, most accurate reporter. And, yeah, so here we are in our rocket planes trying to sink this trash can. Yep, so that's what we're doing. We're trying to sink the destroyers because I know what annoys me whenever I'm playing in a ship and airplanes come for me. So I'm just returning the favor and getting a decent amount of hits. And most importantly, keeping the Tashkent lit up. If I were a little bit smarter, if more shells were coming in on him, I would drop my combat air patrol, but set them on fire, so that's good there. I'm just sitting still, and they're kind of moving in this area, so I move my ship, and I launch the dive bombers again. Now, the way I have my Enterprise spec'd, it's spec'd to be a better torpedo to have better torpedo bombers. But after playing this game and a few others with Yoda that were not necessarily replay worthy, but still had some great moments like triple citadeling and killing a Cleveland with the dive bombers, that was fun. That was very enjoyable. But the point is, might respect my Enterprise to be more dive bomber focused, because these cats can wreck people. Speaking of AP dive bomber, so that's what's unique. Most American, the American tech tree carriers and even like the Saipan have high explosive dive bombers. The AP dive bombers of the Enterprise are unique for the American, and you get citadels like that one, and Tirpitz, Bismarck, German battleships in general. That turtleback armor, great against guns, very susceptible to AP dive bombers, which is why I'm kind of weathering the AA fire here and trying to get hits on them. But once again, I mean, look, 2 more citadels. You gotta love that. You've got to love that. So Tirpitz is hurting. Our destroyers are trying to hold them off. And now that the trash can is spotted again, I'm going to help my destroyer friends finish them off. And if the Tirpitz has enough hit points left, then I'll be sure to finish the job. Although it looks like the all-ends torpedoes are going to do the trick for him. That Tirpitz isn't moving very far. But we're moving in, and the trash can gets killed by the destroyers. So we send in our rocket planes, use that engine boost to close the distance, almost to race the AA, not to race the AA as much as our fellow players, but it was not meant to be. We, our team got him. So there we go. My planes were around and damaged both the ships that were sunk thus far. Now, next off, I move in to try and help out Yoda. He's got problems with Kronstadt and the McClellan, and Baltimore and New Orleans, and yep, there's the McClellan, and it looks like shells are inbound on Yoda, so I am moving in to try and help him as much as possible. But as you can see, Yoda is getting shot, and I am taking some flack, quite literally, not just for my horrible, unbeatable commentary, but also quite literally taking flack. Now the McClellan is kind of stuck, gets 7 hits, set a fire, trying to help Yoda out, trying to save him, weaken the McClellan up enough for him, and, oh, not quite, come on, someone finish him, he is burning, and Yoda does get the kill. I started my approach then, a little too late to back out, or we can't really back out yet, and adjusting my ship's course. Why can't we see that in replays either? Like, why can't we see that either? And unfortunately, Yoda does go down. He was unable to complete his mission because the enemy carrier was smart enough to realize, yeah, sending planes against the Seattle, a ship higher tier, and an American cruiser, they're just going to get melted. So Yoda, as far as I know, is still working on that mission. Maybe not at the time of this uploading, hopefully, but at the time of recording, which is the day before update 0.9.4, the Soviet cruiser, like, early access update is when I'm we're releasing that. By the way, Wargaming. I should be able to see where my ship's going on the minimap. I should be able to see the aiming reticle on these airplanes, and I should be able to do replays after that are out of update. So, and several other replay fixes, but that is that. Not the end of the world. I'd prefer if they, if they can't spend time on that, it'd be nice if they, like, backtrack and remove submarines or add ships that actually existed instead of paper Russians. So here we have a New Orleans. Pretty good AA. I mean, it's an American cruiser once again, but he's a cruiser and he's lower tier. And I have AP bombs. Show me your sits, girl. Gotta love the aerial citadel. Pretty good stuff. Now, we do have a Cyclone, and he is hurting, and I think the Baltimore's on the other side of the island. So you almost don't even realize that there is a Cyclone in airplanes. I know I'm losing planes, and unfortunately do not get the hits on the Baltimore. probably would have been better off just returning the fighters to the ship so we could get those devastating bombers. Not the Devastators. The Devastators were bad torpedo planes, but the devastating effects from the Helldivers. So we launch our Hellcats again, our rocket planes. Gonna go kill that Baltimore. And it's gonna be a long, long time till visibility's up again. Something like that. Anyways, Implacable's trying to attack the Atlanta, so maybe he's not as AA weary as I would have guessed, being the Seattle. I mean, Atlanta is lower tier than us carriers in this game, us tier 8 carriers, but it's an Atlanta. Like, the thing was built to shoot down planes. Anyhow, trying to use the island as cover to avoid as much AA fire as possible, and we're going to try and rocket plane the Baltimore and help our team finish him off. There goes our rockets. 9 hits and a fire. Is he still cranking? He is indeed still cranking. And we got to watch out for the Kronstadt. He does have defensive AA consumable, hence probably all of these airplanes getting melted. But I'm going to try and make another shot, and there we go. Baltimore ends up dead because of that. So there we go. Next up, we finally launch our torpedo bombers because a lot of heavy targets left. I mean, only the Z-23, and I think we're going to need it against the Kronstadt and Freddy, which I think I end up going for the Freddy. Now, with these torpedo bombers, I feel it's a good idea to use your heel whenever you go in a torpedo run. I think I even explained this to Yoda Soda. We were discussing this in some of these games, but so you have 3 heels for torpedo bombers. Usually your first squadron is the only one that is, guaranteed to get through. Second and third, yeah, your second if you're lucky. Third if everyone turned their AA off. So I always recommend using your heel as soon as you try and start to make your first run. And look at this: 1 torpedo, 2 torpedo, 3 torpedoes. Pretty good torpedo run there. Maybe I need to stick with the torpedo spec. I just don't like the Avengers because DC's better. No, different Avengers. And don't start a comic book flame war. I don't care that much, really. Anyhow, while I still have planes on this torpedo run, I try and adjust course for the Izumo and drop at the last second, trying to get stuff done. Now, we have issues. The Massachusetts killed the destroyer, which is good. And I'm like, we need to help our team finish things off. Everyone's kind of hurting a little bit. So I'm going to... Oh, and we did get a torpedo hit on the Izumo. Gotta love it. But I'm using my engine boost. I'm trying to reposition my carrier. Our target priorities are Izumo, Kronstadt, Implacable. Mainly because the order of AA difficulty and the damage I think they can do to our ships. Granted, the Implacable did just kill an anti-aircraft cruiser, but as you've noticed from streams, even in my Kid or, dedicated AA ships with defensive AA and everything, anti-aircraft isn't guaranteed to get anything done. The planes do get through eventually, hence, modern warfare. And I just messed up big time here. I was close. I was about to drop dive bombers on them and everything. And instead of hitting D, I have fat fingers and I recall my bombers like an idiot. I can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid. Unbelievable. But, so, very big opportunity wasted. Implacable gets another kill. It's getting a little tighter, everyone. Looks like we might be clutching defeat from the jaws of victory, which isn't good. But our ships are capturing key area B. I'm going to try and hit the Izumo with my rocket planes. I want to reset him, and I'm telling everyone my mistake, or at least telling my team my mistake, where I accidentally recalled my bombers. And look at that Kronstadt defensive AA just wrecking my rocket planes. Yeah, that wasn't good. The Kronstadt just wrecked me right there. But luckily we have a torpedo squadron full readiness. So bring back the torpedoes and let's go for the Izumo. Now you would think our Izumo has more health than their Izumo, and the Kronstadt maybe is distracted by the destroyers. You would hope that our Izumo could win this fight, but no guarantees. So let's bring in our torpedo bombers. Now, this is not good. You can see what's happening here, can't you? Sebastian singing "Kiss the Girl," and well, unbelievable. That just makes me mad. Why did you do that? Why did you let him do that? Like, I could have torpedo bombed him. You had more health. Come on, man. And now look at this. Look at this. We're even. We're even, and the Kronstadt is threatening our all-end. We are trying to clutch defeat from the jaws of victory. My planes are getting absolutely wrecked because of that, and I recall immediately. I drop my torpedoes and recall because they are getting pummeled by the Kronstadt. And unfortunately, my torpedoes are a little behind. Cruisers are fast, and aiming with the torpedo bombers, you don't get the little aiming thingy like you do on, what's it called? You don't get the little aiming thingy like you do on ship-based torpedoes. Now the all-land, though, he might have a beautiful, beautiful torpedo salvo here. It looks like all of these are going to hit the Kronstadt. Maybe not the front, no, all the torpedoes are going to hit him, and setting me up for an excellent dive bomb. AP bombs for the win. See ya, nerd. Haha. There we go. So, awesome stuff there, and I'm a little happy about that. And the destroyer says he needs fighters. I pop fighters. What is going on? Okay, it's showing on the dive bombers, the consumables. It's showing the carriers. What is going on here? Why is it showing the carrier stuff? But anyways, drop my fighters to try and help him out. And I am adjusting my course, trying to get in on the action. And looking for their carrier. I want to know where their carrier is. I want to help spot him and distract him. And once again, my combat air patrol doing good stuff there. Thankfully, we have all the caps and we have all the flags, so even if the all-end dies, we should be able to win. Now I am, everyone's putting up their GGs, but it ain't over yet. We gotta, we're not gonna lose, but we're not sure if we're gonna win. Found the Implacable. He's very close to me, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe we ram him. Maybe not. Maybe we let the secondaries duke it out. Not a lot of time left. And taking you back to old me, taking you back to Panzer from the past. At the time of playing this game, I had no idea how much time was left. I didn't know, I was just so immersed, like so zoned in, I didn't know how much time was left. So here we are, AP bombs against the Implacable's flight deck. They didn't get through, so not good there. And I'm adjusting my course, and hello, we found him. So that is that. I don't know where his airplanes are. They're not coming for me, but and Yoda's like saying, "Now, Kith." Totally, I would, but anyways, all of that, and we're gonna torpedo bomb the Implacable. Hopefully, those are dropped a little early. The adrenaline's getting to me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I'm recording this, I'm getting a little trigger happy, and all of that. Hopefully we can see, for some reason we actually get the accurate readout here. Now, bad news, Implacable rocket plane are dudes. He has more health than we do, which isn't good. He's more armored and all of that. And well, we're gonna try and torpedo each other, it looks like. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing, trying to come up with a plan. And I decided, you know, we gotta launch the dive bombers. We're gonna win. We have the points. He can't kill us within 40 seconds, minus the detonation, which I don't think is gonna happen. And look at that. We launched so close we can't even drop our bombers. Like, unbelievable. Getting shellacked. I mean, can't even do that. But The good news is we are able to dodge these torpedoes using my mini-map to navigate a little bit more anyways. And like I said, I'm so immersed right now, I don't realize that there's only 12 seconds left. So I'm turning around, I'm like, I'm coming back for more. We're staying in AA range so I can shoot down your planes as soon as they're launched and hopefully shoot down the combat air patrol. But it was not meant to be. It was meant for us to win with the time running out and our carriers duking it out at the end as, like, you know, the Crackhead Baby Athletic Association. Anyways, Enterprise, 99,000 damage, 7 torpedoes, 10 bombs, 53 rockets, shot down 20 planes, lots of incapacitations. Only got 1 kill, but, you know, some stolen from us, sort of. 3 fires, 2 flooding, 6 citadels, 3 defends, 13 secondaries, and a lot of spots. You know, very team player oriented, which is how carriers are meant to be played. Usually you're not gonna put up the highest of damage numbers. I mean, this is about as high of a damage as I've had in a carrier. You're a utility player. You're meant to spot and provide anti-aircraft support for your friends, for your allies, and, you know, help defend. Maybe not cap unless you're Graf Zeppelin. I got second player that all end was second on our team. Their Implacable was very good. I mean, he almost came. If there were to be a comeback, it would be due to him. And who knows how our carrier duel would have gone had we had, you know, unlimited time. But I like my chances. Damage, 40,000 from AP bombs. Thank you, Citadels. 32,000 from torpedoes. 20,000 from rockets. 4,000 from the secondary battery, and fire and flooding, throwing in another 1,600. Again, 20 planes shot down, 42,000 airplane damage. So, yeah, Papalu would be proud. Let me know if you enjoyed the little historical anecdote. I have a picture of him on my desk. I miss that man. Talk to your grandparents. They did cool stuff, like serve on the real Enterprise and fight in real battles and shoot down real planes. Not British though, only Japanese. Hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, join us all in the Discord server down below. Also, the join button down below. Become a channel member, get cool icons, get cool perks, become a patron, support the channel even more, help us make better videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next one, this is Mikey der Panzernator signing out. See you, nerds.